now it's stuck, it's stuck on my thumb. Oh my goodness. Hi everyone. Today we are moving my jewelry out of the cabinet and off of the walls in my closet, and we are going to be moving them to the left of this vanity, and we will declutter in the process. We are back in my closet with my jewelry, and I'll show you my jewelry cabinet in just a moment. In a previous video, I talked about moving these items out to where my vanity is, where I get dressed and do my hair and makeup when I wear makeup, because I don't wear it all the time. That's my makeup. Let's make those cheeks rosy. No. Okay, so I have these two hanging items that hold necklaces and hold hanging earrings, and also have my bracelets, some post earrings up here with some hodgepodge, and this cabinet. I'm going to show you, I have empty drawers, but you can see the drawers need to be shaved off, I think, a little bit. I've waxed them before, but I have empty drawers. I have some that do not have a lot of stuff in them, you can see. So I'm thinking that these trays can maybe go into the empty drawers of my dresser. So what we're gonna do is take all of the jewelry, take it to my bed, put it on there, and first declutter jewelry. And then let's take a little trip. We're gonna come over to my vanity where I get ready. I'm looking at hanging the earrings and the necklaces on this side. They might come over here on this side. Yeah, I may put them over here. And then here are my 3 empty drawers that I think can hold my trays of my jewelry that don't hang up. So that is the plan. This is gonna be our staging area. So I'm gonna bring my jewelry and put it all on this. That was about 4 minutes. I'm gonna go get my timer because we're gonna do the Pomodoro technique, which is you work for 25 minutes, then you take a 10-minute break, because I don't want to be so hyper-focused that I don't stop and take a break for even a drink or something to eat. And I can tell I'm dehydrated. I have not been drinking enough. Let me go get that timer. All right, timer, I've put it for 20 minutes. It's the starting that always gets you. Let's just start with this right here. I wear everything on here, some more than others. I also have a couple in here that were my mom's. Majority are silver. There's one set of gold that are a little bit dressier. And I do have some gold jewelry. There's nothing for me to declutter because honestly, I do not have a lot of gold jewelry. My additional earrings are right here. And most of these are here because they have posts instead of hooks, or they're loops with the posts. I wear all of these as well. Ooh, the wind is whipping. I don't know if y'all can hear that. Lotion. I'm gonna have some odd stuff in here too. I have rings that will go through. This is some beads. It was like a keychain and it broke. A couple of backs to earrings. This is stuff that for somebody who's crafty and can use those beads, then they can have them. But I think this will fit in the drawer. So I will keep these post earrings on this little tray and try not to have so much stuff in the center. I have this little tray with a few buttons, and I have a jar of buttons. I don't know that I need to keep them. They can probably go to donation. And I'm just sick about this. It was a pair of earrings, but it fell off in the garden, and I know where it fell off in the garden, and we couldn't find it, and it's been lost, and I've been hanging on to this because I thought it would show up, and it never showed up. It has some added beads, so you can change out the color of the beads. So I've just been hanging on to these, hoping that I would find that other piece. I don't know that it will ever be found. I think I'm just gonna have to donate these. I've kind of talked myself into donating them. Ooh, that wind is whipping. So these are buttons, and that is like craft stuff, so I may donate it. You know, I feel like I'm my mother's daughter. Oh, let's keep that. I might be able to use it. No, it's gonna go to trash. Let's look at rings. This is I think it's Venetian glass. Well, I had to pause for a minute because my mother-in-law, who lives next door, just called me and asked if I was checking the weather. Apparently we are under a tornado watch as well until midnight, and it's 6 o'clock right now. So I'm gonna keep going. Okay, back to rings. Yeah, there is just a warning that popped up for weather, but the show must go on, right? So I bought these little copper rings on a cruise, and they had been fitting me big. This gentleman actually made these, but I can only wear them on my thumb. I fidget with them all the time, but they're not my favorite, so I'm gonna donate them. We'll keep the Venetian ring and have this little ring holder, and we will donate these, which I'll put my donate pile right here. This was my mother's ring that has the 3 kids' birthstones. I do wear that, so I'm gonna obviously hang on to that one. But we also had this ring of hers. It's not a very expensive ring. It does have gold, and I may talk to my siblings about selling it for the gold. The diamonds are so super tiny, but the challenge is that when I've worn it, it pulls and snags on so many clothes, and I think my mom wasn't wearing it for that same reason. I think we can probably sell it. And then I have just a simple silver band that I use on my wedding ring finger when I'm going to the lake, or if I'm traveling overseas and I don't want to wear all my fancy jewelry or my regular wedding ring, I will just wear this silver band instead, so I will keep that one. There's this pretty ring that I got in India. It's just kind of fun and a little something bright. I bought this one, and it needs to be polished, and I bought it at an antique shop. I have not worn it, but I need to because it is super cute. I'm not willing to part with that one yet. And then this one, you can tell how tarnished it is, and I do wear it again on this finger. It feels tight right now. I think I'm incorrect grammar, but we laugh. It's like, well, I'm swolled. Instead of swollen, my hands are swollen. Well, I'm swolled up. That's kind of a Southern incorrect grammar, slang, whatever. So are you swolled up? Oh my goodness, that Texas, or my husband would call it Arkansas, but it's really pretty, the filigree kind of on the side. So when I go traveling, instead of wearing my 2 nice rings, I would wear these type. And then I do periodically throw one on this finger, and just to add a little bit more fun visual interest. Out of those rings, I'm donating the copper and hopefully selling that one of my mom's. This is empty. I think I'm gonna vacuum it. And this one just has some ear posts in it and trash. So I need to vacuum this as well. But these are the ones that I'm saying will fit in those drawers and allow me to stack and also just visually see what I have. That's what I used to do. This one is empty as well, so I will put those aside. So some of my jewelry, it's James Avery, and it comes in these little pouches and these boxes. And if I were ever to resell them, the value to sell them like on Poshmark or Etsy is a little bit better if you have these pouches and the boxes. We will tackle that in a few minutes. I have brooches, and they were my mom's, and no, I don't wear them. But I'm not willing to let go of them yet. And I've seen people use them like on hats or on different decorations and scarves and their coats. And I think some of this is coming back. One of the stones is missing on this one, but it still is a beautiful piece. It is costume jewelry. This is not fancy jewelry by any means. These two I'm gonna hold on to. What I have in this container mostly are pendants. I have this choker. Oh, I could have worn this today. See, I feel like I'm a visual person. If it's not out, then it's harder for me to go grab and wear it. But what I love to do with my chains and this is change the pendants out. And so it's like you have a lot of necklaces for not a lot of money. So I have this one I think was gifted to me. This one I got in India, and it's actually a little locket. It is beautiful. Let's look and see if I wear all of these. My timer just went off, but rather than interrupt this, we're gonna do this tray and then I will take my break. What I have in here are pendants. So I'm gonna just bring you in. So that one, this is mesquite wood, which is really, it's just pretty. I'll wear that on a long chain. This was, I think, my husband's grandmother. I have to tell you, I used to think, why do people wear coins? Is that like for love of money? No, coins like this were actually thought to be artistic as well. And it's kind of cute. I like it. This one is my only turquoise one, and I wear it with my other turquoise. And then this one matches some earrings I have. This matches some earrings I have. This has my initials on it. And so I do wear everything in here. Oh, just pulling this out, I couldn't figure out where this one was. And it matches some earrings that I have, but I've been looking for it. And there it is. Let's take a break and then we'll go on to bracelets next. We're gonna start another 25 minutes. Well, we talked about starting next on bracelets. However, I have my little travel bag that I have not unloaded. So I'm going to do that. And all of this should be keep. So there's a little pendant. Oh, some more earrings. 4 pair of earrings, and that's it for this. Okay, can I show you? Oh, stretch. But this one is kind of raggedy, so I think we're gonna go ahead and trash this one. I'm not even gonna worry. You know, I could, in theory, get a pretty pink ribbon and sew it on to this. And instead of throwing it away, I could either keep it or I could donate it. I never thought about that, but I went out onto Poshmark and got this one as a replacement because I just liked it so much. I like the functionality of it. So I think I'm gonna do that. These are the little ones that have my pendant that matches, and I got those in the 80s and I wear them. Like, I have had them a very long time. So that is unloaded, but I still have to store that. Now let's switch over to bracelets. This is an anklet that is magnets. So I do wear that, especially now that spring and summer are here. My mother-in-law gave me this, and it has some matching earrings. I just wore that. I also have some bangles, and including one that has a cross, and I wear those. I don't tend to wear them when I work just because of typing, they bang, so I don't wear a lot of bracelets when I work. And then this matches the earrings and the pendant, again from the 80s. But I wear all of those. So let's come over here, and my sister-in-law gave me this, very sweet. I'll just stand up and show y'all. This was grandmother's, and I do wear that. This I bought on that same cruise, and I'm gonna hang on to that. I haven't worn it a lot, but I do like it. And then this is, it's costume. It's not real, it's really quite heavy. And I do wear it for fancy. So I have, this has a matching necklace. So I do wear that in the fall. This is from Africa. I think my husband brought me that. As well as this. I need to ask him because this is way too big for me. I think it's more meant to be a man. So I'm gonna see if he wants to give that to somebody else. This a neighbor gave to me. I think it's just magnetic. I'm gonna donate that. Again, costume jewelry I will keep. I'm going to keep this. It broke on me one time. I had it restrung and I do love that one. This matches the necklace that I have. I do wear it. This is another one from Africa. This one actually does fit me, so I will hang on to that one. This one my husband got for me, and I will hang on to that one. And then this one also my husband got for me. So I pretty much wear all of them. The only one I'm going to donate is this one right here. Let me get these organized in a tray maybe. And I'm gonna see if my sister wants this pretty. It doesn't hang on the wall, and I just don't think I have space for it. I don't want it necessarily out. So I'm gonna see if my sister's interested in this. She has a ton of bracelets. So this is a lint roller, and I'm thinking that I could use it. Well, let's try this because there's something white on this that is not coming off, even after vacuuming. Well, that's helping some. Ooh, and now it's stuck, stuck on my thumb. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's better. I was like, that just looks dirty and it was not coming off. I gotta think about things. Things that I could lay flat, like that. So maybe all the gold stuff together. So that's one group. Let's try the silver. Put the two black ones here in front. Okay. So there's that. I like that. Oh, let me put the anklet in with this black as well. All right, I have two jewelry cleaners. I use this polishing cloth. I haven't used this. I think this is dried out. I haven't used them. Okay, this one is not dry, but the sponge is grosser than this clean sponge. We're gonna throw this one away and we will keep this one. So most of my silver chains and pendants came from James Avery, which is a Texas company, and I do wear all of those. I'm gonna stand up to do this, and please forgive me if I have to turn my back to y'all. This is a costume I bought years ago, and I just don't wear it anymore. I have too many other options. I'm gonna donate that one, which is a shame because it's really, really pretty, but I have too many other options and I can't have everything. This is silver and it is tarnished, and I do like it, but I just have not worn it. Will I wear it? I used to wear it all the time. I loved it when it was clean and shiny. I'm not ready to let go of it. This was a gift. that obviously I'm gonna keep. This was a gift that is really sweet. This was a gift. It is costume jewelry, and again, it's great to take on a cruise because if you lose it, you didn't lose much. This is an Africa necklace my husband brought me. I keep that. This matches my green bracelet. I will keep that. I wear it. I wear this more in the fall, but I do wear it, and I have the bracelet that matches. This is one of the few gold pieces I have, and this little pendant came from an antique store. This was a gift, and honestly, this one I don't wear. It is very sweet. I may see if a niece of mine wants it. This was a gift. It's very fancy costume jewelry, and I have worn it for fancy occasions. This one, it was a gift. I do not typically wear orange anymore, so I'm gonna see about seeing if a niece wants this. So I have earrings that match this beautiful thing, and I have worn it, and I do love it because it is so romantic. So absolutely keeping that one. And if I'm gonna keep any orange one, it's gonna be this one. This is another little gold necklace, and this pendant right here was Aurora Borealis, I think is what they're called, beads. My mother had a necklace full of them, and we had made them into little earrings and pendants, so it's very sweet. This is a little pendant and necklace. I don't wear it too much because I just have so much more. I'm just trying to decide if I want to see if a niece might want the pendant. I'm gonna think about that one. I'm gonna put it aside. I need to think about it. Has 2 hearts. Each heart is for a parent. One's for my mom, one's for my dad. And on the back of them, they're engraved with the date that they made their entry into heaven. So when I'm feeling super sentimental, I wear this. And oh, by the way, I have clasps that are magnetic. Again, from James Avery. Those are precious to me. I do like long necklaces, so I do have this one here, and with this pendant, and I change out pendants, so this is absolutely a yes. This pendant needs to be cleaned and polished, I see, but this one I had brought from India and gave it to my mom. It actually matches the ring that I have pretty well and some earrings that I have for her, but it needs to be polished, and I change out the pendant on this one as well. Some of these have the Aurora Borealis beads on it. I don't wear this a lot, but I do wear it. This was my mom's. It used to be a 3-strand necklace. It doesn't have a clasp. You just put it over your head. There's 25 minutes. I'm gonna break my rule because we're almost done here with what's being kept. Next 3 necklaces are from my husband's grandmother that she gave me when she was still living. They're costume, but I used to wear them a lot more when I worked in an office, but I do love them, and because of who they came from, I will not part with them. Those are the necklaces. After I have gone through all of these, I do think I'm going to polish this up and probably either sell it or give it away. I have 4 necklaces that are not going to stay. We'll declutter them either by giving them as gifts, selling them, or donating them. We're going to set a 10-minute break. I need to get a little snack and take a break from this, and then we'll come back. Okay, let's keep going. We'll start again. This is kind of a junk drawer, and I think the string and all of that can be, I can donate. I guess somebody will want that. There's some watch pieces here. I have no idea what watch they go to, so I'm actually going to probably throw this away because I don't even have a watch. I have some coins here that are from military. Those are sentimental. I have some cash in different currencies. Bank of England. Well, I could use them on my trip next year. Gotta remember that I have them. I have some buttons. I will relocate these to my sewing cabinet. This is cufflink, but I don't know what it's doing in here. I need to ask my husband about that, so I'll hang on to it. I have 5 hand fans. And I know they came from my mother or my grandmother's, and I'm not willing to let go of them. They're sentimental to me right now. I may have brought them and given it to them, but we hot in Texas. And sometimes in church, this might be good. Now ask me if I used them in the last 4 years. The answer would be no, I have not. But maybe if they're front and center in my jewelry, instead of separate drawers that don't get opened, maybe I will use them. This one doesn't even look like it's been open. Let's take a look real quick. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. Oh, love it. I don't think this one was my mom's, so it is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. But I will donate this one and I will keep the other 4. These are some extra beads. I will donate those. This is for like putting your tail of your t-shirt in, and it helps cinch it. I have used this, so I'm gonna hang on to that one. And an old little iPod. When I used to run, I would use this one, and I need to plug it in and see if it still works, and then see if I maybe can sell it or see if somebody wants it, but that's a to-do pile. Let me clean this one out, and then we are going to tackle this drawer, and then we will try to load this up into the drawers and maybe hang the 2 pieces that need to be hung. So what I'm thinking right now is that maybe I take these earrings off and put in one of these, because they'll be easier to get to. I won't visibly see them, but they're not going to be out anyway. So let's take these trays over to where they're going to go first and see how they fit before I make that decision. You know, it would be pretty for me to get some liner to put down here. So I have my pendants and my necklace. I rearranged this to have the gold, and it also has the little earring pendants in here. This has all the bracelets. Then I have 2 empty trays. I've got my rings here. I've got the fans that I could put back here. Wish I had a little tray that fit back there. I'm thinking I could put my earrings in this tray right here that's empty. And these are the ones that are the stud earrings. I also need to put my travel jewelry case in the back. I have the cleaner, and I have these lint things here. So they may not all fit, and if they don't, that's all right. We'll figure something out. Oh gosh. One of these might still be okay in the closet. The polishing cloth always kind of went in the front. I'm gonna put it over here with the polish. Then I have this little tray that I may not need. Let me take these off, see what they look like in this tray, and then I'll come back. Okay, there we have it. Travel, the hand fans, my rings, my stud earrings, my bracelets. That's that drawer. And bring you over. What little gold I have, that's empty for the most part. And then my necklace here with all my pendants. I did find one more pin that was my mom's that I'm keeping. Let's take a look at the donation and trash pile, and then we're gonna also look at those boxes. I think this looks good, and that drawer is still empty, so that's excellent. Wow, had to pause for a minute because my husband just called. And while he called, I found this piece of jewelry with some clip earrings, big 80 type 1980s earrings. It says Christian Dior. I don't know if it's Christian Dior. It does have an extender on it, so you can take a link out if you want to. But I think it's just a really beautiful costume piece. It'd have to be. It wasn't going to be given to me if it was anything more than a costume piece. Oh, it is Dior. And I'll put it under one of those boxes in there. I'm going to keep about 3 of these boxes and the tags in case I do decide to sell a few pieces. The rest of these boxes I may donate because the thrift store here can probably use them for the jewelry that they sell. I need to make sure that all of these are empty too. Oh gosh, when I just laugh like that, my mom used to laugh like that. Have you ever done something and you said, oh my goodness, that was my mom? Those were either her words or it sounded like her or the laugh was her. I've been noticing that a lot lately. It's not a bad thing. My half marathon, I am super proud of. But I do have some 5Ks and 10Ks in here and relays. I'm going to keep the 4 that were more impactful for me and the little 5K turkey trot runs. I'm going to donate those. That might be something a little kid would enjoy to play around with. So I have 2 of those. I'm going to donate them. Let me clean this mess up, and then we've got to hang the necklace hanger and the earrings, and then we're done. I'm about done for the night. I really don't want to give it more than another 20 minutes. So let me see. Because it's so big, surely that cannot be right. Just does not make any sense to me. It should not be that broad unless there are a couple together. That's about 4 inches, which would be 2 boards together. We'll find out. Ooh, I did hit. Okay, I was in the right place. I'm hanging it on this, which was what it was on in the closet. Okay, now I don't want this down too low, and it has 2 hangers on the back. But let me see what I can do. I am not going to camera this because I'm doing it the girl way, and I don't want criticism for the girl way. All right, I'll show you a little bit. So I'm just going to measure the top. So that is 2 3/4 inches. So 6 3/8 is right there. So, and then from that, if I measure from the top of this to the top of that, it's 2 inches. Since I don't have the drill and it's out in the garage, this can be my little pilot hole. My girl way of doing a pilot hole. I've got to find the right screws for it. Just screwing them in. Let's see how we do. I know I am in the stud. I remember these were tricky. Come on, get on there. Get on there. I'm going to back this screw out a little bit. Let me hang them up. Let's see. Okay, I'm a balanced kind of girl, so with the long ones in the middle and the long ones on the right, I think that's okay. I think that works. Oh my goodness, let me back you up. Okay. I hope I'm happy with that, because I just had a pang of angst of, is it too cluttered? And you'll have to excuse the tools and the vacuum. That's what's on Vanity Tops right there. But I've got my jewelry on the left now hanging. But I think we're in pretty good shape. Let me clean everything up. But before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and bring you back over to the bed. So this is the donation. Donate, donate. All of this right here is donate. I did find these earrings. They're just the twist on older earrings. They're not real. And then this I need to repair. I need to relocate the buttons, but this little tray, I may put this above my kitchen sink. I may donate this, but I may see if a niece or sister wants it. I may see if sister wants that. And then these bags are donate. I'll see what my husband wants to do with this, see about selling that. And this needs to be cleaned up and either given to a niece. I'll probably donate this. It doesn't have any real value. It's costume. But these were given to me, and so I need to see if the person who gave them is potentially wanting to give them to a niece or granddaughter or something like that. And then in here is just the trash. And then I pulled this out of the closet. So I have my laundry. I think it's gonna stay there, but I'm not sure yet. And it used to be right here, and this stool used to be there. Gosh, I hope I like that there. Well, the only way to know is to try it, and that's what we did, so. In another video, I did organize my indoor little toolbox, so that came in super handy, and I was happy with that. Did I learn anything from this? Yeah, I identified things that I'm not wearing, things I know I will not wear, things that I knew I needed to do some things with, and there was trash. There was all those boxes. I don't know if I need the 4 that I kept. But I kept them. Every little bit is making me feel better, and I am happy that I did it. It got all of that out of my closet, and so my closet feels more spacious, and that feels good to me. My lesson here is keep chipping away a little at a time. Use the Pomodoro method. If all you can give is 15 minutes, set your timer for 15 minutes and do one piece. You don't have to try to do it all in one night. I am doing this all in one night because my husband's on a trip, and I can get this kind of detail done without him having noise in the living room, and it just allowed me to dive in unencumbered. I hope this inspired you to tackle your jewelry, and if not your jewelry, then anything that's going to make you feel better. I need a little bit of time for this to sit with me, because the thing is, I know I'm a visual person and I need to see things to use them, but I also don't want a lot of visual clutter. So I'm really hoping that in the long run, this will be fine. As I'm sitting here and looking at my pretty jewelry, I think it's gonna be wonderful. They're making me happy. It's when I am standing far away that I don't look so happy with them. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. If you say it enough, then it will be okay. Oh, goodness. Thank y'all so much. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. I'm going to close like my dad always closed his voicemail messages. Bye for now. Oops, that makes my fingernail dirty. Don't fall.